Well, since the Wano arc has officially begun in One Piece, I think now would be a good time to put a hold on doing dog films for a while, outside of certain occasions, until I know if a certain dog character becomes a Straw Hat or not. If she does, I'm doing a month of good dog movies. Otherwise, it's 6 months of good and bad dog movies, including Pup Star. But in the meantime, here's at least one more dog movie. Rover Dangerfield!
Party all night, relax all day. This is the place to throw your cares away. Well, it's a dog's life and I love it. If there's a heaven...
So the title of this movie should already be a dead giveaway that this is very much a film about Rodney Dangerfield as a dog. Riveting. The idea came about in the late 80s, with Rodney wanting to make an R-rated animated film with his brand of humor, with screenwriter Harold Ramis from another Dangerfield movie, Back to School, to help with the script. However, on top of being sued by Warner Brothers from backing out of doing Caddyshack 2, the film would undergo many changes to fit a G rating, which would correlate with other animated media to feature comedians with family-friendly tones. Other than that, while Rodney would write the screenplay and be an executive producer of the movie, the film would be animated by Hyperion Pictures, whose previous animated movie was The Brave Little Toaster, while also getting David Newman to provide the music. Only thing now is, what did we actually get, and what might have been different if it were R-rated? Well, I don't know about the second question, but I'm willing to see about the first. Let's do this. We open with something that I did find funny.
How many more are there?
Simple, but effective. Good start so far. And then we pan to Las Vegas with Rodney narrating like he owns the place.
People get lucky here. Oh, and what a town to get lucky in. Why, I met them all. Losers, winners. Losers who think they're winners. Me, I'm lucky. I lived here all my life. Boy, it's a great town for people. But I tell you, it's even a better town for me. Okay, place your bets.
So yeah, as expected, he also voices our title character, who for some reason is the only animal in this movie who naturally has the funny animal design. Everyone else is about on model to how they are in real life, unless certain actions occur where they change too. Same with Rover, who will shift between funny animal to more normal mammal in certain instances. Either way, given how he talks, I almost expect him to run into Charlie from All Dogs Go to Heaven.
Okay, let's go. Place your bets. Place your bets. Put your bones where your mouth is.
Putting it all down, Rover.
8 to 5, you don't make the number.
What's that? A chicken bone? Champ, what are you trying to do? Kill us? We'll choke on that.
Rover, we got enough bones. We should quit now, right?
Right.
You're a winner. Walk away a winner, right?
Right.
Let's go now, right?
Wrong. Okay. Bet it all.
No, Rover, no!
Yes, listen to your fellow comedian who's also a dog. You don't want to go home broke.
We must do this again sometime. Ladies, forget water. From now on, it's champagne.
Boy, that count's really got class.
I guess that's my trouble. No class. I looked up my family tree. 2 dogs were used it.
Okay, another funny joke. I think this may be a movie where half the jokes land for me.
Yeah, he used to walk backwards and wag his head. I mean, dumb. When Carmine taught him how to sit, he forgot how to stand.
He just ate!
And when Carmine paper trained him, that was something. He went right on the paper. The only trouble is, Carmine was reading it.
And the other half...
Oh, he's a real workaholic. Yeah, you mention work, he gets drunk.
fall flatter than a dog playing dead. As the scene shows, he really loves the Vegas life and doesn't want to trade it for anything, which he further showcases through song.
Party all night, relax all day. This is the place to throw your cares away. Well, it's a dog's life and I love it. If there's a heaven, this is it for me.
Yeah, he cannot sing. At all. At least in All Dogs Go to Heaven, one song could be taken as a bar song, while another was more expression-like in A Heavenly World. Here, he's acting all Broadway musical show, and the only good thing is the visual aspect. Again, this is from the same studio behind Brave Little Toaster, so not only can they have good character models, but also detailed backgrounds and lighting. Though it doesn't quite apply to Rover for obvious reasons, and there do appear times where it seems any animation may seem off in some way. Also, is that a fox I see? Whatever. It's his owner Connie's birthday, and is this really G-rated? So of course, she's a little down that her boyfriend isn't here. But at least Rover remembers. Oh, but wait, he does show up.
Rocky, today's my birthday. Where were you?
I was busy, baby. Yeah, I was working. You must beat it.
Gee, I wonder if he's going to be a bad guy or something. Couldn't tell from the drunken expression, the hair, the voice, or the cigarette.
Sometimes I wonder what love is all about. You figure people out, huh?
Hey, wait a minute. They reused that shot from earlier. Seriously, it's the same background layer, just they removed some of the foreground elements. But when they change the angle where they're talking, the car from before is gone. Similarly, they reused the shot from when Rover was seeing his friends to represent the outside of Connie's dresser room, only flipped, while at the least using different animations for the characters. Is this film rushed or something? Either way, they spot some gangsters making a money deal with Rocky. Eddie ends up dropping his bone, which causes the deal to bust, while Rocky puts the blame on them.
That's twice he missed tonight.
Rover, you're mine! I'm gonna get you!
Now, to be fair, Rocky, there was that other dog that was with him. He could have talked him into it. I'm just saying, you're getting angry at a dog for possibly getting you blacklisted by the mafia. Oh well, what's the worst he can do? It's not like he can't do anything as long as Connie's around. Yeah, about that. After Rover wakes up from his hangover, I guess, we learn that Connie is hitting the road for a few weeks and leaving Rocky in charge. Rover does try to get Connie to stay, but he's unable to.
I packed this already. Rover, stop it. I have to leave soon.
Come here, let me give you a nice massage. Come on, that's it.
Okay, I do at least like how they animate Rocky, but yeah, Rover? Now would be a good time to run. You know what he's going to do! You can get away and hide for a few weeks! He can't find you in Las Vegas when you're a freaking dog! But no, he just goes under the couch to sulk while watching a Daffy Duck cartoon. That's apparently taken over multiple channels due to how they animated the TV.
Awfully unsporting of me, I know, but what the hey, I gotta have some fun.
And it's after Rocky shows up does he think of trying the window. But too little too late. He's caught now. Off to Hoover Dam.
Bye. I'll miss you, Rover.
Okay, that might have killed him on impact, but why not just shoot him and leave him in a back alley somewhere? Luckily, he survived and is found by fishermen.
He's still breathing. He has no address. It just says his name is Rover.
What are you talking about? There's no name on that tie. Well, after leaving them, he finds himself in the countryside of Nevada. Jokes include a horse who looks stupid enough to be a dumb horse, getting caught in a sheep herding act, and getting run over by a corn harvester. Dead. Oh, I forgot. This is a comedy. So he lives. The kid in the truck, named Danny, asks his father Cal if they could keep him, but since he already belongs to someone, they should take him to the shelter where if they can't find the owner, they'll put him to sleep? Is that legal, even though he might be registered somewhere?
He doesn't look too smart anyway.
He looks smart, Dad.
The kid's right again. I'm smart, Dad. Well, when I was paper trained, I learned to read.
I don't know, son. He looks kind of fat. A dog like that'll eat us out of house and home.
Fat? Are you kidding? Look at this. Oh, I'm not fat. I retain water. I mean, can a fat dog do this?
You're losing me, movie. Be funny again. Also, it seems like anytime he talks, the humans pause in their conversation. Anyway, they let him stay unless he makes trouble of any kind. So this leads to more snark from Rover, which drags the plot a bit, before meeting Raffles, voiced by Ned Luke.
What's the story?
I was working. Everybody works on a farm.
Ned Luke. Wait, what was he in recently?
We'll see about that, you fuck. I'll take you every time. Every fucking time!
Oh yeah, that. Naturally, Rover has no way of adjusting to his new farm life, as he finds some of the other dogs to be annoying. He has no choice but to put up with it, since wolves can come and get him if he's out and alone. If there's one thing he does agree with, is that the rooster is annoying.
How are they supposed to sleep with you yelling like that? Look, I'm trying to be nice. Knock it off, will you?
Hey, what's all this fuss? I'm trying to lay in there. Chester, you're starting trouble again, huh? I can't leave you alone for 2 minutes.
Why is Agnes Skinner a hen with bulging breasts?
My mother never did like you.
You're really henpecked.
You shut up! Stop picking on him!
Hey, who do you think you're talking to? You're not married to me. Now, you kid, I know my wife cheats on me. Every time I come home, the parrot says, quick, out the window, you know? That's it, buddy.
Come on, Chester, move it! Pick it up, Chester! Hey, pick up the pace, Chester!
I don't get it. Do you not want him to get the rooster? Or are you dumb and just hate everybody?
Yeah, you redneck. Fight like a man.
Get away from those chickens.
The dog is carrying a freaking rake! You should be capturing the dog to sell to science! Because Lord Almighty, that dog is sentient! You freaking idiot! Danny convinces Dad that he was just playing, and that's the end of that. Time to play fetch.
What are you doing? He throws a stick, you run and get it, you bring it back, and he throws it again. I don't get it. And what's the point?
You lived with Connie your whole life, and she never once took you out to play fetch? He starts infecting Raffles with his habit of being lazy, which upsets Danny, but it gets them to herding sheep now. Not sure why Raffles would not approve of this. That's what he's bred for. But hey, at least we finally get another funny bit.
Your little Bo Peep days are over. Your mommies aren't here to take care of you. From now on, I'm your mommy. Now get this. You're gonna graze harder than you ever grazed before. You may end up hating me, but I'll make sheep out of you. Always stay in a tight group, and no stampeding. I'm not gonna keep running back and forth. Screw up, you're lamb chops.
Seeing this deadbeat command sheep like this? Too good. He then spots the neighbor's dog, Daisy, voiced by Susan Boyd, and after sending Raffles away, even though he could have asked him to watch the sheep while he went to talk to her a bit, he goes to talk to her a bit.
Hi, my name is Rover.
Over-sexualized Rover?
Are you a sheepdog?
Well, let's put it this way. I'm in livestock management, but not for long. Eventually, I hope to get into advertising. But let me say this, Daisy. As soon as I saw you, I had to run over here. Just one look, and I knew you're for me. Daisy, you're the kind of girl I'd do anything for.
Please, do go on. What would you do to get her attention?
Why, I'd give up gambling for you. I'd give up Las Vegas for you. Daisy, I'd give up a bone for you.
Good night, everybody.
'Cause that's how much you mean to me. When I first saw your face, my heart began to race. You fill my soul with ecstasy. Oh, you come here often? Oh, I would go to bat for you. I'd even chase a cat for you.
I don't know. Would you catch a grenade for her? Put your paw on the blade for her? He spends the afternoon trying to woo her, and it kinda worked. However, he left the sheep for too long, and he gets into more trouble because they got into a tree. But despite getting locked in the shed, Daisy does return his advances.
I know you think life is just one big game, and that if you play your cards right, you'll always be a winner. But you're not in Las Vegas now, Rover.
You're telling me? Oh, I hate this farm.
Well, maybe if you pitch in and stop looking for an angle, you just might get to like farm life.
Oh, why should I? Well, Cal thinks everything I do is wrong. Besides, I miss the good life, the action, my owner, Connie.
Come on, I'd like to show you something.
And in one of the few calm moments of the movie, she shows him the starry sky that you wouldn't get to see in the city. Despite wanting to do what Daisy suggested and actually do things around the farm, Dad still won't let him, so he sulks and gets into more trouble while it happens.
Rover, look where you're going. You're in the way.
Sure, I'm in the way. I'm always in the way. I can't do nothing right. Nobody likes me. Hey, tough guy. Now, why don't you pick on someone your own size? Oh, you're right. Get the mouse. He was asking for it. Hey, he went that way. Get him. Get him. I guess I'm nothing. Some dog. I can't even scare a cat.
I almost feel bad for him. I feel like any minute now he might do something he'll really regret.
I can't take it no more.
I know you, Rover. You're not a quitter. You can do anything you want to do.
1, he didn't even do anything since the humans kept denying him. And 2, you only knew him for less than a day. What do you really know about him? Seriously, 1 day and she's already attached to him. And without much to show for it, he's able to carry eggs, fetch a stick, help Mom with laundry, and properly herd sheep. By the time Christmas rolls around, I have to question, how long has he been gone now, and what has come with Connie or Rocky? Hell, Rocky is essentially dead meat at this point. Do you think maybe he found a way to leave town or perhaps patch his relationship with the Mafia? I want answers, since we're gonna have to go back there at some point. Well, forget it. Time for Dangerfield's Christmas song.
I'll never do it on a Christmas tree. A Christmas tree is safe from me. Oh, what would Santa think of me if I did it on a Christmas tree? I'll never do it on a Christmas tree. That's one thing that you'll never see. Oh, you'll just have to trust in me. I'll never do it on a Christmas tree. I'll soak in oak, I'll splash in ash. I'll do it on a peach or cherry. But if I sprinkle on a spruce, Christmas won't be merry.
Okay, he's still not a good singer, but that line was pretty good. Honestly, I don't know how some of this material got passed to make the G rating, but if by some chance this were R-rated, I wonder how far they would go with some of the lines. Not to mention what sort of visuals they could have gone with. Although with the way the story has been so far, they'd have to rewrite a whole bunch of scenes to really make it the R-rated hit that Back to School was, since otherwise this is just average.
Hey, folks, I'll never dampen your holidays. No respect. No respect at all.
Oh, he said it! Later that night, he and Daisy are seen sleeping together. Where are her owners during all this? When he hears the wolves again, who happen to be going after the turkey from before, which, 1, she could be anywhere now, and 2, there's a whole chicken coop you pass by. Go after them! Of course, he runs into them, and while one of them plans to find the turkey, the others will at least eat him. He actually does try to stop them, but they run as soon as Dad fires his shotgun. Too bad he came in too late, because now he believes Rover killed the turkey. Wait. You don't actually own that turkey anyway, do you? Well, either way, Dad plans to put him down. No one seems to believe he didn't do anything. Except Daisy, of course.
I tell you, it's not easy being me.
Rover, you know I'd let you out of there if I could, but Cal put a lock on the door.
Aww. Well, time to get put down. Rover seems to accept his fate, but Dad is having second thoughts. Too bad the wolves decide to attack again. After hesitation, Rover decides to fight back, which leads to a bit of a chase and some Looney Tunes gags.
Be at Grandma's house.
Rover goes back to get help since Dad is injured, and with the aid of the other dogs, they bring him back alive. News of his act of heroism reached Las Vegas, in which Eddie shows a newspaper article of him to Connie, who I'm surprised we didn't hear from sooner since she had to have found out before that he was missing. And again, where the hell is Rocky? Unbeknownst to Rover, she already called the family, who are at least happy that Rover is a good dog, while he's busy singing his love to Daisy.
I'm in love with the dog next door. There is nothing worth wanting more. You're everything I ever dreamed you'd be. You're even more beautiful than eyes can see. Oh, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love. I'm in love with the dog next door.
Okay, are you really the neighbor's dog, or do they just don't care you hang with the other dogs? Also, Rover, I thought you wanted to live here with her. Either way, Danny shows up to tell him he's taking him back to Connie. This makes him happy, but Daisy is now upset that he wants to go back after all this time. Well, he doesn't really start to feel bad for this until after he gets home and talks to his friends about his adventure.
There was one girl.
Rocky! Look who's here!
What the hell kind of reaction is that? Regardless of what you knew, he still lost your dog. Be angry or something. In a bit of an escalating scene, Rover attacks him, Rocky kicks him, and lets out what he did, which gets Connie to hit him. Before he can hit back, Rover and the dogs proceed to chase him out of the building and into the gangster's car.
What are you doing here?
This is a setup. Wanna see Hoover Dam?
Goodbye. I'll miss you, Rocky.
He's going to get thrown over to his death. Seriously though, how has he not resolved this issue with them over the last few months or so? Or better yet, why didn't they get to him sooner? Well, with only a few minutes left in the movie, Connie believes that Rover might actually miss someone back on the farm, and he takes this opportunity to have her take him back there. Of course, Daisy isn't anywhere to be found, and he feels it's his fault.
Oh, Daisy, I only wish you were here so I could tell you how I feel. Oh, the things you've done. When I gave up, you stuck by me.
I didn't know if you were ever coming back.
Yeah, I was so confused. I didn't know what to do.
So you left.
But I'm back. You're even more beautiful than eyes can see. I'm in love with the dog next door, and I never felt like this before.
Well, his apology gets her to accept him again, and they go back down, just as Connie allows Rover to stay since he has found a new family here, and it just got bigger.
Hey, I'm a father of 5. 6.
Hey, take it easy. I'm only a pup.
What was that just now? Wow. Yep, I can assume when they slept that one night, that was when they banged. Merry late Christmas, everybody! And naturally, he teaches them how to be just like him.
And boys, your old man got lucky. I got a full house. Kids, you'll have to excuse me. We'll continue this later. Look out! When I want to catch you, I'll catch you.
So that's that's Rover Dangerfield, and I'm a little disappointed that this didn't turn out funnier than it could have been, because, well, there was some potential as far as adult comedy goes. This could have been like Sausage Party, where it parodies the common trends that family films follow, and being clever with its main theme. But instead, due to the changes made to get its new rating, they had to resort to using those trends as straight as possible, which turns this seemingly adult comedy into something generic. The film does have some good jokes here and there, but between having scenes that seem incomplete or have no real follow-up due to fade transitions, awkward banter that can disrupt the flow of a scene, and some questionable animation, it just doesn't come off as anything special. Even R-rated, unless they did more with the human characters from the beginning to warrant having even Rocky come back in the end, I don't think it would have been enough to make it on par with some of Rodney's better films. It could have been better either way, but still. As 90s animation goes, I still like it, and how they incorporate them into certain scenes. Maybe with more time they could have salvaged this into something, or go through a little more rewriting as well. As it is now, it's not very good, but I will say it's still better than most of the live-action dog films I sat through lately. It's just disappointing that this couldn't have been better than I hoped, but I don't hate it, so there's that. Now, I can't find anything about its budget or grossing, so as others mentioned, it might have been a flop, and they just didn't bother posting. But they did at least re-release the film on DVD back in 2010, and before in 2007, but bundled with The Fearless 4. Either way, that's pretty much it. It's not a good movie, but hardly the worst thing out there. It certainly makes you go, what if, when making of its production. I'm the Media Hunter, and we got Final Fantasy 15 to return to next time. Hope you're ready for more, because I'm giving you the royal treatment.
I found a four-leaf clover when I met Rover. You're so worldly and so smart, you stole my heart.
Hey, you're better off leasing at $1.25, $1.50 a square foot. Take your down payment and put it into CDs, or something else you can roll over every couple of months.